All right, y'all. I'm gonna end it right there. Welcome to Carter's Corner Pocket, where we feel the rocket today. Talking GameStop. Just checking out GameStop, the stock. Let's go. Coffee up in coffee mugs. Let's go. Nah, yo, I'm choking on coffee. It's a cold brew coffee. It's on his strong, but GameStop right now down 60%. Down. I mean 60 cents down 2.11%. I'm looking over here on the chart. This little TA day-to-day stuff doesn't really matter. I guess day traders do it, but over here you can see it's popping up off this. It could very well drop through this. Um, I mean, what am I looking at? From 220 to what? Like just an hour long? Bullish divergence just over here. You can see over here. I mean, generally over here it's trending up, but on this little part, it's a little divergent, so you might get a little pop up. I was really just looking at the chart to see the gaps to the upside. 2850, I see a gap, but generally the gaps close. But you know what it is. We're in it for the long-term investment because we're long-term GameStop investors. I'm doing these videos just for myself, just to track my financial journey, my love for GameStop, my passion for GameStop. That's what I am. GameStop investor, GameStop enthusiast. I support all things GameStop, especially the CEO. Unlike some other YouTubers, they get very emotional, have a mental breakdown at least once a year. But yeah, look, this is how I support the company, man. I got my where is it? Two Jaden Daniels rookie cards right here, right? Two Jaden Daniels PSA 10 rookie cards. I was opening this up right now. Check this out right here. Woo. GameStop. I don't know if this came from the same store or not, but the labels say it's from Grapevine, Texas. So even though we know it's shipped out, but we got. Check this out. Hold up. Hold on. Three more Jaden Daniels PSA 10 rookie cards. Yeah, I'm a fool. Yo. Check it out. Hold up, Bill. Let me get them up on the camera. Because, I don't have a problem with what Buck the Bunny said. I'm discombobulated. Yo. Check that out. Let's go. I'm gonna be giving these away as gifts. I'm gonna keep some for myself, probably a couple. But for Christmas gifts, I'm giving everybody slabs. I got Jordan Love PSA 10 slab for one of my family members, and there goes my son knocking on the door as soon as I hit live, yo. Hold up 1 second. Let me get this off my face. So 1 moment. What? Where's it? I'll call you when I'm back. My son wants to go outside and play. Yo. How am I supposed to say? No, man, I got a live stream. I'm gonna go out with him later, yo. But as soon as I'm done with this, I gotta go outside. I'll play like baseball or something with him. But yeah, man. I'm getting PSA slabs for Christmas for everybody. You like it or you don't? I know many people locally, like family members, that are gonna love these. And hey, man, Jaden Daniels is a beast. Only going up. Sorry, Morancio, for the Cowboys slaughtering. That's probably gonna happen this weekend. But yeah, let's see where we at. I got a lot of stuff to talk about today. And a lot of it is liquidity issues that affects GameStop, all from Archegos, from their Archegos position with GameStop that made them collapse, which transferred to Credit Suisse, which is transferred to UBS, which will probably end up getting transferred somewhere else. Um, man, boy, hold on 1 moment. What's up? What's up? Okay, all right, okay, good. Enjoy. All right. Okay, well, so yeah. Archegos to Credit Suisse to UBS. to and now we're gonna take a look at this real quick. GameStop still down 2%. All good with me. Um, we're breaking out of this. Check this out. This is the most bullish thing you can see. Actually, let me check the divergence over here. I really don't care. I was looking at some Reddit post. Um, the dude was predicting like dates and exact prices, and so far he hit like today, and I think the past 2 days. He said it hit 28.23 today, which it did. $29 yesterday, which it did. And then on Monday, he's saying it's gonna hit like 70 something dollars. You know me. I'm a GameStop investor. I believe that GameStop can hit $70 every single day that we're on here. Um, every single day. I wake up feeling dangerous. So speaking of dangerous, I hate Russell Wilson. He's so annoying. I shouldn't say hate. I strongly dislike Russell Wilson. That fool is a phony. Absolute phony. Trying to sell his life water that he made or something. He made some water and tried to sell it saying God came to him in a dream and the water is the reason he healed from his injury. He's trying to sell it. I'm just putting it out there because I hate phonies. I hate fake people. I hate people that aren't real. And that fool's trying to benefit off of the word of God and Jesus or whatever he's doing. He's just a fake and a phony. And the funniest thing is like when he came to Pittsburgh, I'm way off track. When he came to Pittsburgh, they were like, "Yo, Russ, you are not bringing your entourage. Your entourage stays in Seattle. Keep your Hollywood BS out of here." You know? Um, yeah. So before I get into what I was going to look at, the European Central Bank stuff and all of that, let me read the chat real quick. Michael Venuti, LFG 51st Elitist Platoon, GME Division reporting for duty. Carwon, welcome, man. Welcome. Jesus, I have a feeling tomorrow's going to be parabolic. That would be wild. That would be wild. I don't know. This is just a healthy pullback. You know, you can see right here, we have a higher low established right here. Unless we drop down below this line, which I doubt it. I mean, I think we're just going to keep tapping up and up this line. But whatever, right? We're investing on the fundamentals of GameStop. Uh, I got some articles saying that GameStop is a failed brick and mortar retailer that just came out this week. Y'all know the deal. Y'all know that Ryan Cohen's putting in work, the CEO's putting in work, management's putting in work to transform GameStop into the technology company that he stated in the letter November 16th, 2020. Um, yeah, that's what we're doing. He's doing work. He's a hard worker, just like you, just like I am. I work my you know what off. I don't really feel like cursing too much today. Unless like maybe Tony De Niro will bring it out. PPCs. I don't have anything about him on here. But yeah, let's go ahead. We got dope shows up in here, up and to the right as usual. That's like that's that emoji, the arrow going up and to the right, that's his symbol. Exclusive, the dope show, yeah. Education department is up for grabs, so Dick Newton knows he's losing his job soon. Oh, that's why he's retiring. So Sharon, so at work today, Sharon, you're always welcome. So even though you're Canadian, I don't got anything about against Canadians. Canadians are fine with me. Just Canadian hedge funds, those are the people that do it for me. Um, and all the grifters, that are probably paid by them. But anyway, yeah, why are there so many people from Canada that make videos talking about the U.S. stock market? I don't understand. I mean, I get it, they can invest, but like, what about the plain bagel? What the hell is he doing? I mean, how does he have so many views? At work today, let's see what Sharon's got to say. At work today, I had someone ask, "What's a good gift for kids?" and someone else beat me to it and said, "GameStop gift card." I've been smiling. Sharon, it's good for adults too. Maybe I'll have a GameStop giveaway for my birthday card for my kids. Now I'm playing. But yeah, amazing gift. Kids love it. Adults may not relate. Certain adults may not relate. And that's the biggest thing about GameStop. The thing is, like, just because you're not into it does not mean a whole bunch of people on that side are not into it. Everyone has their likes, their niches, their crafts, their hobbies, and some things to me, like, what was Marantz talking about? Line dancing the other day. Like, that's just not my forte, not my style. Like, can I do line dancing to the AK Break Your Heart? Probably. I can. My family from Texas came down and performed it for us in our basement. Like, I was just looking at them laughing, cracking up. But it's not my style. I would know nothing about what the best boots are for line dancing, what attire, any of that. Just like those people that clown on GameStop have no clue about what goes down in GameStop. They have no clue about people that collect PSA cards for as art pieces. They have no clue about projecting. It's literally just like stocks. These cards, these five Jaden Daniels PSA 10 rookie cards, I'm holding on to them for a while. I mean, some of them, like I said, I'm giving them, the people I'm giving them out to, they're going to hold on to for a while. If he has a successful career, these things are going to shoot up in value. And then he's local. He's a nice guy. He signs a lot of stuff. Maybe I'll see him. Maybe I'll get it signed. Um, just to escalate the value. I mean, and that's the thing about it. Like, these cards are linked to me through my feelings, my emotions on how I feel about this player, how I project how he's going to do. And if he has a good career, I'm successful. I feel good about myself. I was right. I picked the right card, just like I picked the right stock. Um, I'm an elitist investor. I'm a GameStop elitist. It's what it does. Everybody in the chat, Sharon, you think you need to start? Yeah, line dancing. Yeah, I can't. They go like, what do? They go like this, pat their foot like behind their back, all of that. Not for me. It's not for me. My family keep their ass in Texas. So there we go. Bill Huang, Archegos boss, sent into prison over massive fraud. He was sentenced for 18 years. Um, how old is he right now? He looks kind of old in here, so I don't know. So make it out. Archegos Capital Management 2021. You know the deal. The judge told him the amount of losses that were caused by your conduct are larger than any other losses that I have dealt with. At least he beat the record, right? Like he hit the high score. Um, Huang was found guilty of lying to major investment banks as he secretly amassed large bets on several companies. He's the largest hedge fund collapse since the 2008 financial crisis. Now I know this is old news, but the next articles I'm kind of just connecting the dots, my own dots, and it kind of just comes through just doing research, just seeing things. By no means is this a connected dots video, but just reading different articles about the world, the macro environment, the geopolitical tensions, investment banks around the world. I know Swiss Swiss investment banks are not doing so well. I mean, they're constantly having issues, but just similarities that I come across throughout the articles. So over here, you can see among the major banks that suffered huge losses as a result of Archegos implosion were Credit Suisse, which has become part of UBS, Japan's Nomura, and Morgan Stanley. So, these are the people we're battling, right? If you want to go against the prime broker, synthetic short leverage thing, leverage derivatives, all of that in their swaps. If you want to go that angle, these are your enemies: UBS, Nomura, Morgan Stanley. Huang's lawyers had called for him to not be punished, citing his Christian faith and his donations to charity. Can you imagine? No, don't try this fool. Don't punish him. He's a Christian. Yeah, robbing from everyone else with all his Christian values. So here we go. We got Archegos, Credit Suisse, UBS, Nomura, right? Here you go. That was November 21st, UBS flags sluggish Europe growth as it takes 170 million credit hit. Um, Debate about capital requirements for banks in Switzerland is creating uncertainty for UBS and that it would likely not have clarity on the matter by early February. Switzerland has proposed stricter rules to avoid another bank collapse, but details are still under discussion. And this is all this week. Um, like I said in my last live stream, we had Silicon Valley Bank, right? We had was the First Horizon Bank, UK gilt, treasury bond issues, UK pension funds. We had the Japanese yen carry trade, and the yen's going downhill right now again. Um, what else did we have? We had credit. I didn't even mention UBS and the whole Archegos Credit Suisse, all of that. We've had constant liquidity issues. The initial June 2021, March 2023, nonstop liquidity issues over the past few years. They're about to pause rates in December, pause the rate cuts in December. So I'm just interested to see how that reflects in the stock market. We know Nvidia, it's at the top, right? 146.65. It hit, what did it hit today? 152.89 today. So yeah, this is just massively overpumped. They have their high demand for chips, but they can't pump them out fast enough. So that's probably gonna end up slowing their growth. I'm not an expert in the AI thing. I just see that overall it's severely inflated. It's severely inflated. There's no recent pullback. Um, and that's it. I stick with GameStop myself because I know the stock. I monitor it every single day. So yeah, so here we got into this. Um, did I read this one? I'm pretty sure I read this one, right? Okay, here we go. Uh, Here's the European Central Bank warns a bubble in AI stocks as funds deplete cash buffers. Um, Here you go. Given relatively low liquid asset holdings and significant liquidity mismatches in some types of open-ended investment funds, cash shortages could result in forced asset sales, which are fire sales, which is what happened to GameStop in January 28th of 2021. It was a fire sale because of liquidity issues. Um, that's what took GameStop to the moon that day. The sneeze back then. But that's exactly what we're talking. The same thing, and we're holding the same thing. Have not sold, and it's just going to continue on. We're going to continue to see these pops over time. This is why GameStop keeps popping over time. Um, but the coolest thing, like, let's take a look at the chart, right? 5 year. Let me get to the 1 year. It pops out, it balances out. Just overall on the large, like you can see the stress, there's stress times, right? You can see it over here. All of these, yeah. Look at this crazy candles that we experience, man. Crazy candles. $10, $16. Look at this, and that's all relative, right? Because that's 4 times due to the split, four-way split, 4-to-1 stock split dividend. But yeah, so they keep having these same issues, and it's easy. It's an easy game for us. They can't sleep at night because they have to stay up all night, shifting their money all over the world through through different treasuries, bonds, all types of stuff that's going on. Currency issues, currency mismatches. That's their game. Think about it, man. Our game is simple. We just buy, we hold, we chill out. You know, we chill out. We chill here on the stream. Um, we go out in life, we do our hobbies, enjoy our time with our families. While those people are stressed out to the max, they're constantly working. Yeah, algorithms, computers do the work, but people have to make the decisions in the end. Um, yeah. Given relative, I'm like all over the place right now. Given relatively low liquid asset holding significantly, yeah, I read that. Okay, so moving on to the next one. UBS. We've been talking UBS and Credit Suisse, the client migration challenge. I wonder which out. Let's see. UBS, which acquired Credit Suisse in March of 2023 after a collapse due to a series of financial setbacks, recently began transferring the fallen bank's clients onto its system. Ermodi said client migration was the most difficult stage of the integration, and UBS would shortly move across accounts based in Singapore. Last month, UBS said it completed those transfers in Luxembourg and Hong Kong. UBS executives have urged authorities not to hit the bank with onerous regulations, and Ermodi said increased intervention by the state against entrepreneurial freedom and potentially excessive restrictive financial policy pose risks to growth. So what's hanging out in Singapore that's making it so difficult? You know, they've got a lot of monetary, like financial offices in Singapore. I just don't know. I feel like they're an interconnected network. And there's another thing. What the hell, man? I didn't even do this. Financial Times Ken Griffin. It's an interconnected network around the world that these guys play on. It's an uneven playing field, you know? So we have to go about it with the most strategic way that we can. And what can we do? What do we have control over? We can't control buying options on 10 stocks, 20 stocks, 30 positions at a time. We're not a computer. We can do it on one stock. We figured it out. Like, look at this. Citadel Securities aims to become a material player in Eurozone bond trading. Why? Because they see somewhere that they can take advantage of it. And look at the date on this. You see what I'm talking about. Or no, I haven't even gotten to that. Okay, I'll come back to this. Let's go. So Singapore Monetary Financial Authority, I think, is one of them. A lot of money goes through Singapore. A lot of money goes through Switzerland, Geneva, Switzerland. a lot of the world's money through private equity, which is encompassed into non-bank financial intermediaries. It's just non-bank funds, right? Which include open-ended funds, which include pension funds, investment funds, private equity is encompassed in that. Um, Basically, it's all the opaque corners of the market. It's under NBFIs, most of them. Family offices are included as well. So look at this dude. He just looks like he's a villain. Um, do I want to go into this? Here we go. ING, keeping an eye on private equity, on private markets, not so private vulnerabilities. Sector's inherent opacity links with the broader financial system, competition with banks, and increasing vulnerabilities make it an interesting sector to watch in 2025. I'm not going to go through this whole thing. There's a few areas I wanted to read. It's just saying private equity, credit entities have expanded their influence in today's economy. We know that. A lack of regulatory oversight indicate that vulnerabilities may soon become more apparent. Um, we know that as well because we own GameStop. We follow GameStop. The growing interconnectedness between NBFI and banks increase contagion risks to the broader financial sector. Additionally, retail investors' growing interest in private markets and the consequent increase in open-ended funds could also cause a shock spillover into the real economy, ultimately affect banks through higher default rates and lower credit quality. Here, non-banks, which are NBFIs, take that cash to generate a return. Most NBFI is taken cash just as banks do and deployed in various securities and derivatives, um, into swaps, all of that. Here we go. We have investment funds, pension funds, insurance companies, OFIs, other financial intermediaries, all encompassed under NBFIs. And here we go. We've got it all right here. Money market funds, bond funds, everything that Ken Griffin plays into, you know, and others just like him play into. That's because they stress out the markets because they're greedy as ever. Real estate funds as well. How's commercial real estate doing? NBFI significant growth after 2008 global financial crisis mainly stems from the stricter capital and liquidity requirements on banks. Um, they're just doing the same thing that they did in 2008. They just found another way to do it. They've created laws and different avenues for them to do their crime. And that's why we're having liquidity issues now. It's just the way it is. It's the way it's kind of like the laws of the world and the way things work. When you stress out something so much here, something else pops out here. When you have an injury on your right leg, you compensate for it, and then you have an injury on the left side of your like back or something. Things like that happen. That's the same thing over here. They're stressed out, and I'm chill. I'm chill. I'm chill as ever over here. Data from FSB indicates that a very large part of NBFI sector is composed of insurance companies and pension funds. You remember Ken Griffin talking about us retail investors threatening teachers' pension funds? These are the types of things I talk about when I read these different things. It's just like it's in here and it just triggers. It's like Ken Griffin saying pension funds. It's just in my head, playing over and over again. Um, private equity is encompassed venture capital funds, leveraged buyouts. Y'all know the deal with that. I think there was one more thing I wanted to read over here. I may be done. Let me see. One more. Here we go. Liquidity risks. One very now well-known NBFI vulnerability is exposure to liquidity risk. Although private markets typically target illiquid assets, this sector is relatively sheltered from liquidity risk because most funds are closed-ended, preventing early redemption and limiting run risks. However, it's important to note that nearly 40% of European private credit entities are open-ended, allowing for early redemptions. So now that we know that, and we're talking about European private equity, here we go. Here are the issues with Europe and European banks. And if you don't think these two are connected, I mean, I can't help you. You're gullible. Um, Gullible, you just can't see what is it? You can't see the forest for the trees or whatever it is. I don't know. ECB warns low growth and high debt risk in eurozone crisis. Same old thing. We got Germany that has issues. France has issues. Italy has issues. European Central Bank. Now this is the main one, like that I'm boosted about. Um, it just, I'm not boosted about it. It just tells me the overall market sentiment. And then you see the market over here, um, Nvidia top ticking, SPY top ticking, all time highs. Um, and we got issues with banks all around the world. Just last year, right? Wasn't it our banks over here in Silicon Valley, First Horizon, and we had Credit Suisse before that, UBS, or not UBS, Archegos before that. Over here is Europe. We've had issues in Europe before, and if you don't think it's all interconnected, we got it right here. Ken Griffin, um, Citadel Securities, trying to become a material player in the Eurozone bond trading. I mean, you saw it when the U.S. dollar shot up, the yen decreased. We had all sorts of issues, and GameStop popped up. Um, don't be so narrow-minded to think that this is all just within the U.S. and the U.S. markets. No way. These guys are players all around the world. That's why I'm looking at Singapore. That's why you got to look at Geneva, Switzerland. See what's going down over there. Um, the G7 meetings are held in Geneva. Weren't like all the like cloned animals going down in Geneva? What's up? What's up in Geneva, man? What's up with Switzerland? Um, yeah. So okay, cool. I didn't even highlight in here. Let me just start reading a little. Citadel Securities is aiming to have material presence in Eurozone government bond trading by next year after building a team of traders in Paris and securing valuable access to German debt auctions. Debt auctions? Sounds like private equity, right? Um, and their leveraged buyouts with their junk bonds. Germany added Citadel Securities to list of companies that were allowed to buy both countries' debt directly as its regular auctions. Wow, are they doing a leverage buyout of Germany? Because yeah, Germany has huge issues right now. Um, so that's just to see. I'm gonna have to look into that later. But here we go. ECB split over report showing big EU banks capital requirements lower than U.S. rivals. So what it is that the European Central Bank European banks, they're trying to say ease regulations, ease regulations, ease regulations. You know why? Because they're in trouble. They're trying to get the country authorities to ease banking regulations and restrictions from the Basel III, uh, what is it? The Basel III rules, right? That were set into place. Um, they're saying that a recent report that was leaked out, European Central Bank is debating whether to publish the sensitive research showing capital requirements for big EU lenders would rise by a double-digit percentage if they had the same rules as large Wall Street rivals. So European banks are not held to the same standard. Maybe that's why they moved it out there, right? Their large position over there to Switzerland, to Credit Suisse, to UBS. Um, and to think that the regulations are not as strict and Credit Suisse still went under, their position has got to be massive. Um, yeah, they're just held at a different standard. If the U.S. Um, regulations were put onto EU banks, it's over for them. Their capital requirements, their margin that's required would raise by double digits, and that's just detrimental to major EU banks. Officials in Frankfurt found that for the biggest EU banks, the application of U.S. rules will increase their minimum capital levels by a double-digit percentage. So yeah, the European Central Bank wants to publish this. Wants stricter regulations. They want this report out there to force the banks um, to get tighter and get in line. And banks are asking for looser regulations. So, and no surprise, Ken Griffin wants to get all up in it. Um, that's what it is. Let me just take a look at GameStop real quick. 27.64 after hours. All good with me. Um, Let me see. Before I start doing this, let me see the chat. Where we at? Um, at work today. Marancio, what's up, man? Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Hope you got your rest, man. You're nonstop, always. Sometimes I want to sleep for you, man. But I get it, man. GameStop all day, every day. If I'm not streaming, y'all better know I'm either at GameStop, repping GameStop nonstop. Um, Hitesh Patel, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Couldn't be more zen. Michael V. It's been 4 years. We know the map of the game. Nothing but time now. Absolutely, and that's the coolest thing about it, man. We've done the research, right? The past 4 years, about to be 4 years. That's incredible to me. Like, this is grit, determination, the will to win. That we're gonna push this thing through. Um, Here we go. We got a video over here. The dude Smokemon. That's all about Pokemon. got his graded cards back from GameStop. Moran's pointed out that GameStop's collabing with YouTubers, with influencers, just to push it out. That's the best marketing out there, right? I believe it's great. So let's take a look. Let's see what Ryan put into play.
YouTube, what is up? The day has finally arrived. My cards are ready to be picked up from GameStop. I just got off the phone with Jay. He's excited. I'm excited. The cards are waiting. We're gonna go pick up our PSA cards from GameStop, see how we did on the grades, see if we got upcharged. Hopefully Jay can correct any mistakes we might have made in the first video. Doing the grading cards with GameStop. We got some clarification on a couple things. We got a sheet. We got Jay.
Hello.
Let's clarify a couple of the mistakes we might have made.
Yeah, absolutely. So overall, when it comes to our end, you guys were absolutely correct when it comes to the penny sleeves. They are indeed 2 cents each. I want to make that clear. However, at the time of us recording the original video, they didn't have that 2-cent sleeve skew within our system, which is the only reason I went that way. And I have to go off the skews they actually have on the paper that he's expanding towards. Overall, it has been updated, so I promise you should be totally taken care of in that regard. But do not worry, you should not run into that issue, from this point forward, if that makes sense.
And there we go. That's the price of the sleeves right there. 2 cents for the penny sleeve, 25 for the top loader. And there's the correct prices. Not $2, not $2.50, yeah. Only 27 cents 100%. To get your sleeves.
The other thing that I saw you guys had a massive question about in the comment section was overall about the insurance on the cards. So overall, automatically within our system, I was able to find out that the cards are automatically set at $200 per card. If for whatever reason, your card is valued higher than that, or if there's an issue with it, which God forbid, at that point you would get in contact with our graded card support, and they would happily reach out to you in order to find a resolution for you. But let's hope that does not occur.
We also think the estimated value before you get upcharged, which is directly from PSA, not from GameStop, is about 200 to 500. I don't think we found out yet. We might find out when I check my graded cards.
Absolutely. Yeah, and definitely is not 1,000. So I will clarify that as well.
All right, so the mistakes have been addressed. We're all good with that. It is time for us to see the cards finally. Oh my God, there they are, YouTube. There they are. It's only been 30 days, not even. Jay, I think I was here on October 19th. It's November 13th.
Wow, that is crazy.
They give you a 45 to 50 day estimate. These cards were here in less than a month, guys. Incredible.
Go like GameStop. They're looking like if this is one of the people, which it seems like they're collabing with them, right? Because this is one of the dude Keith, the other video I did. This guy Jay. They give all the detailed information out over here. They're addressing comments, concerns. They're going through the comments of other videos. They're addressing it, and they're interacting in the reveals over here, which is really cool because you're really getting into the community. Along with hosting events, making it the ultimate destination that Ryan Cohen tried to provide with at Chewy. He wanted it the ultimate destination for pets, right? For pet food, all of that, the go-to, no matter what pet it is. We're the same, but with games.
Crazy. Faster than PSA would ever send them to your house.
Yeah, I can't.
And that's the thing. PSA, what was like 40 days? Sometimes it went over. Over here, he got it back in like 20-something days, 23, 24 days, 3 weeks.
With that whatsoever. So now on our end, as you see, I do have the cards here.
Yeah, hiding them.
Just to be safe. Well, let's finalize everything around here, and then we'll get ready to the surprise. That sound good with you?
I'm ready. Are you guys ready?
All right.
Okay, Jay has the cards in hand. We're both very excited. Jay's going to rip the cards. We're going to look at the grades. I'm going to pull up some prices on price charting after this. We're going to see what the prices are, see how we did. Maybe trade a couple of these into GameStop. Jay's going to comp us out. We'll see what the prices look like. But guys, let's get into it. Jay, are you 10s? Let's hope
We got another
Jolteon.
one.
I was hoping my Jolteon would be a 10. The Charizard in a 9, though. I think everybody knew that was a 9.
I did see some people in the comments that were trying to say it was a 7. So
yeah, there we go, Jay. That's right.
I mean, it's better. It's better than a 7.
Trying to kill my vibe. We don't have to crack the Zard, at least. The Pikachu in the 8, incredible. And then the Celebi, we kind of expected that. Still a beautiful card.
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to go check out the Jolteon at a 9. I can't let that go for 25. But we got to get rid of something. I need this ETB. We're going to get rid of Celebi. Right now, my offers, actually, if you're a pro, you do get 10% more on the offers. There it is, my ETB for $47.50. And there is my PSA 8 Celebi for $17.71.
Awesome. I just need you to sign on there saying you understand that once you trade this card with us, you wouldn't be able to get it back unless you obviously buy it on our website, which if any of you guys at home are watching, remember, you can always go to GameStop.com, and heck, you could actually own a piece of this video if you really want it.
You know what? Go ahead and do it. Just go ahead and do it then.
What? That's a good thing Jay said that. Anybody wants to buy Smoke 'em on Celebi, it's going to be on GameStop's website.
And remember, you got all the information for it right here. So you'll know if you see the elusive one right there in person for you.
We got.
This is called differentiating yourself from the competition. I studied marketing. What do you want to do whenever you're starting a business? Like, don't let me be around you if you're trying to start a business, because I'll tell you everything that's wrong with it. or everything you're doing wrong. No, I'm just playing. But for marketing, man, you want to see what differentiates yourself from the competition. You can go to Walmart, you can go to Best Buy, you can get your packs of cards. Actually, is dwindling because I was up at Walmart. The selection sucked over there. I went to GameStop today. Great selection. Actually, I was trying to pick up sports cards. It was sold out, but we got a wide variety. Walmart only has like one box in stock, one trainer box in stock for Pokemon. I wasn't trying to pick it up. I was getting some stuff for my daughter's school, and I was just scoping it out. You know, but this is what differentiates us from the competition: the employee, the interaction, the willingness, right, to be on video, to promote this, whether it be GameStop behind it, collaborating with this guy. It's he just represents what I experienced today in GameStop. Great people, great employees, trained properly, always welcoming and knowledgeable about their product. Um, it's awesome to me. The employee interaction, the human interaction, especially after COVID, especially after years of disconnecting from people, being cold to others, all of that, it's warm and it's welcoming.
Out the skew, who's going to pick up my Celebi?
Exactly, man.
So this is what we're leaving GameStop with. Surging Sparks ETB. I paid $32 after trading in my Celebi, taking the Jolteon home, taking the Charizard home, Pikachu's coming home. Jay, thank you so much. This process was so easy. Picking up the cards is even easier than grading them, obviously. Very
All right, cool. I think we're almost done, right? And that's the thing that's the most slept on: the human interaction, the nostalgia that comes back with these PSA cards, and yeah, the PSA cards, the TCG trading cards, all of that nostalgia, and the nostalgia that gets to be shared with your own children, like together as a hobby. That's the greatest part about it. I mean, my parents didn't give a crap what I was doing. Yeah, I was doing my own thing, you know. But yeah.
But that was it, guys. That was the return. I hope you guys enjoyed. I always appreciate you guys watching. I'm planning on probably going back to CJ in a couple weeks, hopefully before Christmas. I'll send some more cards out to PSA. I don't know if I really stated this too much, but this return came back in less than a month. Incredible return. I've sent cards to PSA by myself. It takes normally 2 months, about 60 days at least, going through PSA. I don't know what the hell happened with GameStop and PSA, but these cards got here in less than a month. I don't know if this will continue. I don't know if this was just my GameStop, but you want to talk about an expedited process? You're only paying $1 more to grade these cards, and GameStop's getting them to you with free shipping for a pro in less than a month right now. Once again, big thank you to Jay. Jay, we always appreciate you letting us film. Guys, in the comments, please thank Jay. We wouldn't be able to make these videos without him. These videos are very valuable. Obviously, my heart is broken, but it really shouldn't be. I knew I didn't have many 10s. This was really the only possible 10, and I didn't hit it. Next time.
You're damn right. There's going to be a next time this guy goes to GameStop, and everyone else goes to GameStop. And the thing is, all these great videos coming out about GameStop, promote free promotion for the pro membership. Like, it's amazing. It's amazing marketing. Where else are you going to reach 16,000 people in an instant, right? You can go out, hand flyers out, create ads, radio, media, right? Like on TV, all of that. None of that's going to do it. A billboard is not going to do it, right? Collaborating with these YouTube people that are like deep in the game. You got 16,000 views already 3 days ago, right? 3 days ago. And if you read the comments, it's all positive, all positive. Great dude at GameStop. I feel like all GameStop employees are great and actually like the job. Exactly what I was saying, man. Jay, I see you over there. Welcome. Um, here's another Jay. There you go. Jay up in the video. Um, it's endless. Really good GameStop employee deserves a promotion. And that's another thing. Like, I go to a GameStop store, I see an employee doing their job, selling pro memberships, doing all of that. I definitely send like good comments to their store managers, all of that, corporate, whatever. I try to hold it down for them because they're holding it down for us, right? Um, let's move it along. And I love employees like that. They just feel like they're just going, doing their job, you know, and like I implement that. And Moran sent a reminder. He's like, I'm gonna mop these floors like my job depends on it. You know, like I'm getting paid $1 million to do it. So I use that same mindset um in my job for anything. You know, I'm gonna get this thing done as fast, as accurate as possible, because I'm like that.
Collectibles, thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment here at the end. Thank y'all for watching. We're on the road to 13,000 subscribers, and y'all rocking it. Today, I'm at the GameStop doing something I've wanted to do for a long time, is get my first card graded through PSA. And guess what? GameStop is now grading cards through PSA. Now, let me just tell you, GameStop Pro, I'm a member. I've had it for years. They're not paying me anything to say this. It's $25 a year, and you get $5 a month. You get $65 back. It's like free money. You get $5 welcome award, which is additional, and you get 12 months of $5. You get free shipping. You get a renewal reward. You get 10% extra cash. It's a great deal. So I submit my card right here. You know, like this thing's a PSA 10 or PSA 9. I'd flip if it was a 10. If it was a 9, I barely break even. Less than that, that's okay. I just want to get this slab, and this is a kind of experiment, see how I do. So I submitted it. And watch this. I'm gonna get a great deal. It's probably the cheapest around. You can get a PSA graded card. So it's a sports card. Look. $9.99. I used my $5 Pro rewards. I got free shipping, and I was super pumped, y'all. I paid $14.99. That means I have another $10 left for my next grading, which I'm gonna do another one next month. And they say there's a turnaround time of about 30 days. They said when they started this, they're just starting to get their first one in, which was about a month ago. So I'm excited to see what I get. Hey, this is fun. Thanks for watching, y'all. Don't forget, like, subscribe, comment.
So there you go. And in the last video, you saw the dude traded in his card and got more product, you know? So I saw another retro gamer. He was like, every time I go into GameStop, I like to trade something in just so I feel like I'm getting a discount. And I use my pro membership to $5. Like, this is crazy. This video, 7,000 views already 2 days ago. Like, this is just crazy advertisement. We're gonna make it off the pro membership alone. And then look, I was looking at the quarterly reports and everything. I'm waiting for Q4 to come in for over 100 million profit. That's not that's not even bold. What were we, like 60 something million last Q4? Just wait till we shut them up, you know? Undeniable. GameStop.
All right, so GameStop just dropped their 8K form today, and it has tons of information.
Oh, but wait, the last video, and this is the thing. I want to keep going to the comments. See, did not know GameStop did this. Thanks for the info. Awesome prices, awesome pieces of edit. What do I care about? His editing and voiceover. You know? See, great video. Bought the pro membership last week. Game cards making moves. Very cool. I may have to give this a try. Also, it's worth getting the GameStop membership. $5 a month. Steph Curry rookie auto. You got the. Basically, I'm just saying, man. You see all the sentiment. It's great. It's amazing.
Information about PSA, Nat Turner, how much he owns of PSA, what the incentive structures look like. One huge announcement, and it also peels back the curtain on how much revenue the PSA GameStop partnership has generated so far. All right, so first and most importantly, it looks like Nat Turner, effective today, was just named to the board of directors of GameStop, which kind of makes logical sense. You can see the beginnings of this in their partnership. I don't know if all of you know, but now several, if not all GameStops actually...
I'm going to save you guys time. Dude says the same stuff. He's bullish on this. He's into sports card collecting. He likes Nat Turner. I really wanted to come here to show you the comments. Here, it would be interesting if they could capture cross-sell traffic at store level to see how much people would spend once they set foot inside the GameStop after they'd shown up to get their cards graded. And that's the deal. That's the plan. You know, get them in the door, just like that last video. Dude bought was it Surging Sparks, and you traded in his slab, and it's going to continue to happen. There was that other thing where the guy pulled a $100,000 card from GameStop. I don't have it up here, so I'm not going to look into it. But let's look at the comments. Seems like a good idea to bring in the groups that collect things like Pokemon and the folks that collect sports collectibles together with the giant footprint. Hey, we've said it. Just preaching to the choir, right? We're the nationwide footprint go-to for PSA cards. I don't know why my light turned off. Maybe it overheated or something. Whatever. I don't need it. All right. Yeah. So PSA cards, right? We're the go-to nationwide footprint. PSA cards, slabs, TCG, like all of it. What do you need? We got it nationwide. Retro gaming, nationwide. It's more comfortable for parents to go into, and that's it. Parents have the money. The kids drive the money. The kids just beg and plead with their parents till the parents give in. And I'm not one of those parents. I make my kids work for what they get. I don't cave in. I'm not soft. I'm not a weak parent. My kids don't run me. I'm sympathetic, empathetic towards them. I show them love. I'm calm with them sometimes, most of the time. But they don't run me. They're not my boss. But I have many family friends where the kids really run them, and it's like the little kids are the boss. So they're like, "Take me over there." If the parents don't listen to them, they're just screaming louder. But kids drive the parents to. I was in GameStop the other day. This mom was there with her son and the son's like younger sibling, which was a sister. The sister's PlayStation remote had stick drift, so she needed another controller. So they went and they bought a used controller, and the son was like, "I need something. I need something." He was just itching. He needed something, right? He's like, "My controller's messed up too, mom." Um, and the mom was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." She's like, "I'm not gonna get you a whole new controller." He was like, the rubber is peeling off. She's like, "Okay, what about those things? The thumb grips." He's like, "Well, that." She was like, "Will that fix it?" He's like, "Yeah, that'll fix it." So I know that kid was, man, just knowing, right? That kid was lying, but ended up the mom got something for the kid too. The little thumb grips they sell. There's just something for everyone, and kids just pull their parents in, and once the parents are in there, they're walking out with something most of the time. Majority, 99% of the time. Yeah, Ryan Cohen knows what he's doing. End of story. I mean, that's basically the theme of it, right? Was this it? Oh yeah, there was something really funny. Look at this fool over here. PSA owns half of GameStop. The partnership or business decision thing just is just the cover code of buying half of GameStop. This is the same language they use when buying LCS's um, local card shops across the country. PSA is still continuing to buy shops, authorized dealer means they were bought by them. They will not allow you to accept any. Man, get out of here. GameStop is bleeding money. The same person, all up in here, yo. Delusional. Oh, and one other thing that was funny. See this person, Jerry, yo? He said, "Wow, nice. Do you listen to Morant's rants?" And the dude, Sports Card Matter, said, "No, I'll check him out." So, yeah, that's funny. Here's another thing. We got into PSA European liquidity crisis that's going on with the ECB and the European banks. We've looked into PSA cards, the pro membership, all of that. Now we're going to get into GameStop Retro. Um, GameStop Retro, Ryan's doing work, reaching out to the community. I said it in my video before. You want to make a change in this world? Start locally within your community. Make that change, and then it'll grow outwards. You help someone else, and you help someone else out, teach them the way. Um, they'll help someone else and teach them the way. Um, in my mind, I think of cars, helping kids, all of that to be self-sufficient. Whatever. Let's get on with it. Ryan's doing work. He's in the community. He's at retro gaming conventions. We got booths over there. We're selling over there. Let's get into it.
Just kidding. So this is Rachel, and what's really cool about this booth is this is the GameStop Retro booth. How cool was that? So like, did they send you a bunch of stuff to bring here and then you brought it all with you, or how did that work?
Before we get to the GameStop Retro booth, make sure you do us a huge favor and hit that like and subscribe button. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much in advance.
I actually reached out to other stores in my district, and we kind of collaborated. They sent us a lot of their retro merch, so I could bring it here and show it off.
I'm curious, how did they determine the price on these? Is that just a central system thing, or?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. How's business going?
I think it's been pretty good, actually. It was, I wasn't kind of sure because, it's kind of a corporation booth. But it's been pretty good.
So are people allowed to come up and like haggle, like with the other booths here, or is there a little bit of...
Technically, you could do like, trades, because GameStop takes trades, which is kind of a form of haggling, I would say. So.
Yeah, but people have been pretty cool about it.
Yeah, it's been pretty awesome. I think most people have been shocked that we are a GameStop booth.
Yeah,
so
I was surprised.
Tell me how smart is this to put a local GameStop retro booth at the at your retro gaming expo. I mean, they're taking in trades over there. They're taking in trades. Keep listening. I got some.
I was expecting to see like a big sign or something above, but
yeah,
I should have known. They've got the GameStop
You're
price.
surrounded by used games, and they're taking in trades. You don't think we're getting in trades and selling our merchandise?
Tags on
Come on.
things.
yeah,
It makes it kind of obvious.
Yeah.
that's okay.
That's really cool. So are you enjoying your time?
Yes, I'm having a great time. I've seen a lot of cool stuff, a lot of cool people.
Yeah.
Very
You're
cool.
a retro gamer?
Yes,
What's your favorite game of all time?
it's not retro.
It's okay.
Final Fantasy 15.
Really?
Yes.
She's a Final Fantasy fan.
Unpopular opinion.
Much respect. It's okay. My favorite is 13, and people give me crap for that.
I'm right there with you.
See?
Very good.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Of course, yeah.
Nice and easy. We're with Rachel from GameStop Retro, and she brought more 3DS games with her today.
Awesome.
And let's see. So, all the Pokemons we definitely have, all that stuff. And oh no,
Barbie. Let's see.
Barbie Puppy Rescue, the worst game ever. Yo, my daughter wants me playing this with her. It is the worst game ever. It glitches all over and it's boring as hell. These people buy it.
yep.
There it is.
Was this one you brought today that you didn't have yesterday? Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's so awesome.
So awesome.
I know you're gonna be like, who the
It's not. That's a terrible game. It's miserable.
heck wants this game? Well, we do. We're the ones. Why would anybody want this? Well, we will buy that from you. $10 deal. Heck yeah, thank you so much. So the way this works is they're actually taking our number for the points and the rewards.
Yep.
And they're calling a store and doing the transaction through the store for GameStop. So we get a $5 off coupon
With their monthly membership.
at an expo. This is cool. This is really neat.
$5.50.
$5.50?
Tell me, man. They're giving. You can use your GameStop points, earn points, use your coupon, all of that at an expo. You don't even have to be at a GameStop to do it. And you get your $5 off coupon. These people pay $5.50 for the worst game in the history of the world. What a deal. Let's go, man.
Okay.
There's
20. Actually, do I have a I might
Let's go, GameStop. Mugging it up. Options chain. You know, I'm all about that.
I have 5 and 50. Let me see. Here's 6. I can't believe we found 3DS games in the middle of Arkansas.
That's awesome.
And GameStop Retro coming through even at an expo.
What a surprise.
Yeah, didn't expect that, but I'll take it. So thank y'all for watching. We'll see y'all next time.
Bye.
Cool, man. This is awesome. GameStop is just branching out, doing the natural things, low cost marketing over here, and getting out to the masses, getting out locally in the communities, getting out all over the internet through different influencers. Man, I see you, Amber. Yo, welcome. Because I can. Welcome to the chat, man. Y'all are all awesome. GameStop elitist investors, cultists, whatever. Meltdown, I don't know. I've only had like a couple meltdowners around here, but in the comments, it's funny. You can go back in the history and read it. They're talking about GameStop going to $2, $5, $7, $10, and it's gone the complete opposite way. So who's right and who's wrong? Here we go. Let me look into this. Trying to wrap this one up a little bit sooner because I gotta get stuff moving with the family. My son, you saw him earlier in the stream asking me to go outside with him. I gotta go do that. The sun's setting. So let me go ahead and see. This is an article, October 8th. Okay, is investing in meme stocks a good idea? Fact check. Oh, it's fact check. They fact checked this? Adam Hayes, David Kindness, and Vicky Velasquez. All some real hoes, yo. So straight up. Let's go. Understanding the risk and rewards of this investment trend. It's a trend. Basically, they're just saying you can get significant losses. It's risky. Associating AMC and all other meme stocks to GameStop. They claim that meme stocks are stocks that are not fundamentally sound and just go off of speculation. Take a look at the balance sheet, Hope. We got $4.5 billion, no debt. Tell me how that's not fundamentally sound. We got PSA, slabs, grading services, all different partnerships going on. We got retro gaming. We got our regular gaming. We got a digital, I was about to say digital workplace. We got a digital store. Sorry, digital work. I was involved in a digital workplace creation and implementation at my job. So I know the whole thing about rolling out projects and fixing them as they go along. So just like we did PSA, we rolled it out and we fixed the issues as we went along. But to tell you the truth, this project very well fine-tuned, and that's why we slowly raised our limit of what we would give out for PSA trade. Yeah. So here you go. You can see right here in January 2021, the stock of GameStop, a struggling brick and mortar retailer, video game retailer. That's what they love to say. So yeah, it's same old thing. There's grouping us together. It's a collective action. Meme stock investors often coordinate their buying and selling efforts. When do we coordinate? Did I tell you to buy today? No, I bought today on my own. Nobody tells each other to buy. You need to buy. Let's all buy it this time. No, we just buy every single day. It's easy. Easy as Sunday morning, right? Disconnect, and it's disconnected from the fundamentals. Retail, and I'm just highlighting this, man, just all the words and verbiage that they continually use 4 years later when when Ryan Cohn has completely turned GameStop's outcome around. Retail investor driven, meme stocks are heavily influenced by the actions of retail investors rather than institutional investors or traditional market forces. You know that's a lie. It's all because of institutional investors. Collective power of these small individual traders can significantly impact stock prices. Complete lie, BS, bullshit. It's the institutional investors that had this piece written that are just telling you the complete opposite. It makes them unsuitable for anyone but traders with knowledge about what's happening in the moment and experience to act on it. Basically, they're saying GameStop is unfit. And do you know who has the knowledge about what's happening in the moment and experience to act on it? Nobody, because Ryan Cohn is a smart business plan with a large amount of business acumen, and he is not giving out the plan. He's told the ex-Nintendo CEO, the ex-Nintendo CEO left our board of directors because Ryan Cohn would not give out a plan to investors. The Nintendo CEO, I forgot his name. It's a common name. It's kind of weird, but whatever. Who cares? The ex-Nintendo CEO had to leave because he didn't believe that investors would follow Ryan Cohn without giving a strategic plan. But guess what? We're still here 4 years later. That dude was wrong. And this is the dude. Hold on, wait. Is there any more? Let me check it out. Yeah, here you go. You know the deal. We're grouped with all of these. We're good with this. I'm good with this article. It's just the gist of it. Here's some Ryan Cohn for you, because I'm always down to listen to Ryan Cohn and the way he thinks and his table stakes of e-commerce. So it's just good to know who's running GameStop.
Holder in Chewy.
No.
But I would imagine you have a lot of feelings about seeing this company that you built.
And recognize how happy they are to see him, how they talk, laugh, joke with him, smile with him. And now, none of that, because this is Chewy. This is before he got into GameStop. After he got into GameStop, he became the enemy. And I'm cool with being the enemy.
Built starting in 2011, go public today.
It's a very, very emotional day. It's humbling. It's the culmination of 8 years of sacrifice, dedication, lots of hard work, an amazing team. It was far from an overnight success, and see it today is just incredible. So I'm very proud.
One of the things that's been coming into focus in terms of this IPO is how much capital is being raised and how much of that capital is going to go back to paying down debt at PetSmart versus back towards operations at Chewy. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, I can't speak to exactly the capital structure, but what I will say is that it's a capital-light business and it requires very little to engender its growth. And so, the company has gone from $200 million in sales in 2014 to $3.5 billion in sales in 2018, and it's burned through about $140 million to $3.5 billion. The company has gone.
Yeah, you heard that right. Listen to this again.
On from $200 million in sales in 2014 to $3.5 billion in sales in 2018, and it's burned through about $140 million bucks, all of which has gone into investing in new customer acquisition and future fulfillment centers. And so it really is a function of how quickly you scale the company. But at any point, we could ratcheted down the marketing spend and bid and profitable. But for us, the strategy has really always been about scale and market leadership and building a really big business. And the governor of growth has always been free cash flow. And so we've always been very disciplined about that.
You yourself had a nice exit a couple years ago, got some free cash. Are you investing in IPOs this year?
Not any yet.
Another question specifically about the pet business. Omnichannel is big right now, blending physical and digital retail. Given what's happening with premium brands and treating pets like people, if you were doing that, would you do it in urban areas or would you do it kind of in the suburban strip malls where the Petcos and PetSmarts have been in the past?
I really think it's all about creating an experience for the customers. And so if you're going to, invest in physical stores, it really needs to be focused on delivering an experience where people want to bring their pets into the store. And so I think it depends on the category, but to the extent
Replace the word pets with games and cards. Ryan Cohen's doing the work. He's thinking of the customer's point of view, touching the customer's emotion. He's spoken with Chewy. He said humans are emotional beings. He thinks of humans in that way. He doesn't think of them as a number, as a dollar sign just walking around. It takes dollars, money, profit to run the company. Yeah, but if you think of the customer first, all the extra will come in the end. It's just like karma. You do good for others. You may not see the positive for you on the end right now, but maybe a week from now, something positive will happen to you. That's the way it works. So you think of the customer, you think of the human, you think of the emotions, and it'll pay off for you in the end because we do God's work over here, man. We got to support fellow humans. We got to support, like, what blanket statements am I saying, right? Who would say otherwise? And if anyone says otherwise, you got to get them off this planet. But Ryan Cohen does the work. He puts in the work. He knows what to do. He knows how to scale a business. And I just had a thought today about scaling businesses and Ryan Cohen and what we're doing with GameStop. We're shrinking the footprint, right? I was looking. Thanks, Ron Kitty. Taught me about the shortcuts and stuff. I just hit SA and stock analysis pops up. Then I hit the ticker. Yeah, so he puts in the work. Where's quarterly? Right here. Quarterly. Check it out over here, man. We were up like 63.1 million from 48 million to 63. Where do you think we're going to be at now? Because we're earning more interest income, right? What was our interest income last time? Interest income. Where is that at? Interest and investment income was only 15 million. We're going to beat that this time. So where do you think we're going to be at? We're going to be over 100 million. We're going to be at over $100 million. When are they going to say GameStop's undeniable? It's clear and evident that they have a short position on GameStop. They're just trying to play with us, and we're not ones to be played with. Though.
There was that ant that stood up to me.
Yeah, but we can forget about him.
Yeah, it was just one ant. One ant.
Yeah, you're right. It's just one ant.
Yeah, boss. They're puny.
Puny? Say, let's pretend this grain is a puny little ant. Did that hurt?
Nope.
Well, how about this one?
Are you kidding?
Well, how about this? You let one ant stand up to us, then they all might stand up. Those puny little ants outnumber us 100 to 1. And if they ever figure that out, there goes our way of life. It's not about food. It's about keeping those ants in line. That's why we're going back. Does anybody else want to stay?
Remember that, or one share at a time, it's going to drown them. Just like those acorns, one at a time, man. We're doing GameStop things today, man. And to the dude, I can't even remember. I should go back and look, but I really don't care because this channel is for me. Like I said, I'm not a YouTuber. I'm just a guy with the GameStop investor with the camera recording a video, yo. Who wanted to clown on my PSA slab collection, yo? Check it out, yo. It's growing and growing and growing. This is money right here. Art collection, pieces. I got the private equity collection. Magic MJ, yo. We got Kobe up in here. Clinton Portis, Brian Robinson, Terry McLaurin, Sean Taylor, rookie cards. 5 Jaden Daniel PSA 10s. It's growing, man. I shop at GameStop. GameStop, Ryan Cohen reinvigorated that for me. Made me discover something that I enjoy doing, which is really cool to me. So, guys, I got to get out of here. As you know, it's getting dark. I got to play with my son outside, do family things because I'm a family man. I'm a real person over here, just real as ever, man. I'm very grateful for the community, grateful for everyone. Dislike, unsubscribe. Let's go out on something cool. while this intro's playing, check this out. GameStop, man. Ryan Cohen just always doing work. Man, look at how nice our website looks. This Black Friday deals. I know where I'm gonna be shopping. This change is looking really nice. Our graded trading cards was at 3,900 the other day. I saw it drop down to 3,300. Where we at right now? 3,300, right? Yesterday it was 3,300. Just constantly fluctuating, constantly growing. We're just in the infant stages of GameStop at over $100 a share free split. So imagine what's about to happen. Let's go. Look how nice this website looks.
All I rap about bitches and champagne. You would too if every night you.
Let's go. I messed it all up.
And they say all I rap about bitches and champagne. You would too if every night you seen the same thing. Money wall to wall, young famous nigga. Spend it all, when you die you can't take it with you. Bottle of rosé if I'm drinking with you. Cause most niggas broke, they bankers injured. Them bitches gon' ride with who they think's a winner. And I'll be smiling in case they take a picture. I'm smoking weed, drinking liquor, make 100 off the show and spend it all on my niggas. When I go shopping, I tell them pick one. Cause they was with me when nobody seen the vision. Always about my business, don't play the cards. I talk to the niggas who deal them. World flush. Now look up them niggas and baby girl, you'll see us, yeah. I'm gonna spend it all while wait for another day. I'ma take all this money I own and blow it all away. Cause I can't take it when I'm gone. No, I can't take it when I'm gone. I'm gonna spend it all while wait for another day. I'ma take all this money I own and blow it all away. Cause I can't take it when I'm gone. No, I can't take it when I'm gone. No, I can't take it when I'm gone. Pile of hoes in my car, they wanna feel it at maximum speed, never have an absence of weed. Tired of being at the bar, everything Louis V, plus the most exclusive tree in my jar. Making my bank, spending it all, and that expensive shit you paid for, she had it on, she taking it off. Most of these niggas just talk, ain't caking it off. Back in the day, money was short, I'm making it taller. You know what I mean? Some say it's a problem. Blowing my greens, not saving my collards. No NBA, they say I'm a baller. Live for the day, stunned like my father. Wait for another day. I'ma take all this money I own and blow it all away. Cause I can't take it when I'm gone. No, I can't take it when I'm gone. I'm gonna spend it all while wait for another day. I'ma take all this money I own and blow it all away. Cause I can't take it when I'm gone. No, I can't take it when I'm gone. No, I can't take it when I'm gone.
All right, guys. Yo, it's been a pleasure. Check it out. GameStop, man. I always like to sort by the highest rated, highest cards. These are all new cards over here. Maybe these Wemby's over here. I'm gonna go back in my last video and check out how many Victor Wembanyama's were up here. But the other cards that I was seeing that were $1,500, gone. There were like 2 or 3 of them, all gone. There's collectors, all ranges out there. People that need to complete a collection, cards that you may not even think that anyone would buy. People need it. People want it. They want it in PSA 10s just to complete a collection. People want N64 games to complete their collection. And that goes through everything. GameCube, SNES. Ryan's putting in work, yo. I'm about to go chill out tonight. Hopefully, I'll be on Marant's stream if he goes live. Because I can, yo, I'm going to check that out for you, man. Can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. Peace out, guys. Be